So when a client comes back from infills, and she will be coming back every sort of 2 to 3 weeks, she will have uneven loss. And what we're going to need to do is actually to infill her to bring her set back to 100% or 90% full coverage and nice and even. So first of all, what we want to do is we want to get our client set up on the couch, and we have to go about a different cleansing procedure now because she's got lashes on. Before, when we did the full set, she didn't have anything on, so we were able to cleanse her eyes, quite thoroughly like so, because we had no eyelash extensions on there. But now we're going to have to work around the extensions that we've got on, so that we're going to have to change this up a little bit from what we did before. So first things first, I always do is I always put the pads on. So whether you're going to be using, a bit of tape and pads or just pads on their own, again, is up to you and what suits that client. So Sophie, can you open your eyes please and look up towards me? We're going to put these pads on. And these pads are now going to stay on for the remaining of the procedure. So we want to get these on good from first time. And close. And remember to do our adjustments. So finger on the inner corner and pull those lashes down and do any jiggling that we need to do or any cutting of the pads to make sure that we are happy that they are fitting. And then don't forget to lift the eye to make sure that I am happy, which I am. And I am going to ask Sophie how her pads feel. So Sophie, how do those pads feel?
Very comfy.
She says they're absolutely fine. So there we go. Now what we've got now is we've got some lashes that are actually a little bit untidy. This is what happens when people come back for an infill. Lashes will have grown out, they would have changed direction a little bit, and we've got to take out lashes that we don't like the look of, that are not suitable to be left, and replace them with good lashes so that we bring their set back up to how wonderful it looked when they left us with their full set first of all. So the first thing that I do is I give the lashes a brush through, and I'm quite thorough with this, and be prepared to lose a few. So I'm giving them a good brush through, and actually we haven't actually lost any, so it'll actually show that your client has been brushing her lashes well. So brush, brush, brush. This will also start to show me ones that even after brushing have lost their uniformity. They need to come out. And now I'm going to be working over the client, so I'm just going to put my face mask back on. So what I like to do is then go through the set, and we're going to check for stickies, because over time oils in the skin, debris, sometimes lack of aftercare, can make the lashes stick together. So I'm going to be going through the bases of each lash and making sure that I am separating them, and at the same time, if I see an extension that I don't like the look of, that maybe has twisted, like I've got one here, I am going to be removing him. So to remove him, I'm going to turn this tweezer over, grab the tip, turn this tweezer over, grab the tip and peel apart, and I'm going to peel that extension off and just put it out of the way. Keep going through your set, so I'm going right through the bases, checking all of the lashes. I'm also checking for any bases that are unattached, and again I've got a sticky there, so grab the tip of my extension, pull it back towards me, grab, peel off. There's another one that's come off, and there will be a few in your sets that will need to come off because they will have grown out. If you see any bases that have lifted, make sure that they come off as well. So I'm really fishing through all the bases to check that I'm happy with the extension. So the ones that we've got left remaining at the moment are all pretty good. They're pretty uniformed. The bases have not lifted at all. We've got one there that's changed direction a little bit. Turn that tweezer over, turn that one over, and peel off. Put it down there. And actually that eye is pretty good, so we're going to go on to the other eye. Going through. Got a lash there that I'm not happy with him. Grab the tip, grab the natural lash. Oh, I've lost grip of him. Grab him again and pull apart. And I just keep going, just keep checking. Just making sure I've got no stickies. I think I've got one there, but I've just released it. Keep going through any that have grown out. I've got a lifted base there, so So that cannot stay on. It's not going to be comfortable for the client, and that came off so easily because it was hardly attached. And there we go, we've done that part of it. Now you will have uneven loss from the eye. So normally on the eye that they sleep on, so people sleep on one side, you'll find that you'll normally get more loss. So actually on this outer corner here on the right, I can see I've got quite a bald patch going on. This shows me that this client likes to sleep on this side. So I'm going to need to do a little bit more work on this side to actually match these lashes up. Now what I like to do, the next thing, is I'm going to give the client a complimentary cleanse. Now I expect the client to keep her lashes clean while she's away, but I will also give that client a complimentary cleanse. If your client has got grubby lashes, you will need to dispense a little bit of it, and you will need to work that through the lash line. Now this client has got clean lashes, so I don't need to do that, but normally if they are, you'd need to do a little bit of this. For this, we are going to be using the same cooled boiled kettle water that is my favourite, so we have it clean for every client, and we are going to be going through the lash line with that. So I've got my micro brushes that I've actually dipped into my cooled down boiled kettle water, and actually I'm going to take it out of shot because you can see I've got quite a lot of excess on that. I'm going to dab it on my towel out of shot so that it's saturated but not too wet, and you can see that that is so much better now because we don't want to saturate the eye or the lashes. And then I'm going to come in the base of the lashes and I'm going to start cleaning all of them, the extensions and the natural lashes from root to tip. And you will actually sometimes lose a few eyelashes by doing this because you've just helped to dislodge them a little bit. If you think you need some more moisture, you're going to come away, you're going to re-dip into your boiled kettle water or your cooled kettle water, dab off the excess, and you're going to come back in, and you're going to be doing that along the whole lash line of one eye, and then you're going to go onto the other eye and do it. And you'll probably need to re-dip again, come back and work. And you can see that these are coming up lovely and clean, really nice and clean, so there is nothing on there. Just keep going. And just like we did at the full set, you might need just to lift the eyelid a little bit, be very delicate, especially if you've got nails like me, it can hurt, and just scrub along that lash line. But as you can see, these are nice and clean, so we're getting nothing off there. If we did have to use a solution such as Sterilid or a lash cleanser, if we did the procedure like this with a lash cleanser, we would then need to come back in with 2 fresh micro brushes with our water on there and then cleanse off any residue, because it will leave a residue on the eyelash extensions and that can affect the bond. So anytime that you use any sort of aggressive or eye cleanser, always make sure that you put some, or just take off the excess of it with some cooled water, some either contact lens solution or boiled kettle water that is cooled down, because you need that balanced and residue free natural lashes for you to be able to work off and get great retention. So once you've got that, you've actually now got lashes that you're happy to work on. You've got lashes there that are good, that don't need removing. They're more than happy to stay in the set for the infill. So we're going to go back now and we're going to put our lash map on. And what I always do is save my pads that I had on my client at the last appointment and stick them on my consultation form. So if you're ever confused about what lash map that you did, you can just look on your consultation form, see the map and do it again. Or if that client wants her lashes changed, she wants sort of a section maybe a little bit longer, you can do that. If that is the case, and let's say she either wanted shorter through here, you could take out this zone and make them shorter, or if she wanted longer through here, you could take out this zone and add longer lashes. So if they don't like their set, first of all, it's not a problem. You can take out areas and just add extra length or decrease the length. It really isn't a problem. So at an infill, you'll always have a client that has got more loss on one eye than the other eye. So to start off with, it's going to be impossible to work symmetrically because there's going to be a different amount of lashes on one eye to the other eye. And I never count lashes, I just gauge it by visually looking at the lashes. What I like to do though is to quickly as possible try and build an even structure. So let's say I had a big sort of loss in the right hand outer corner, or maybe on the left hand inner corner, what I would do is try and work on that area. So even if it meant I spent 5 minutes on maybe this left eye trying to get it to match this right eye, I would do that. So I'm working sort of within the first 5 to 10 minutes to try and balance each eye. So your sort of symmetrical structure that you're building has gone out of the window for this first section, and then once you've kind of got your symmetry and you've got like a basic platform, then you can start working left and right. But because there's already lashes there, this is very much going to be a case of you visually now figuring out where you need to place extensions, so that again we take it back to the fact that if she needed to leave at any time, she would have an even structure of lashes and she could just leave and everything would look absolutely fine.